And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Given 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Rodgers now on 1st down. Pushes him over. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Well, he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Hey, check 26. Jump out. Get 300. Get 300.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And they're going to speed things up here.
630.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. That is caught. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jennings. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time he is in. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he finally goes out of bounds, so he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
This is 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hall. And he goes diving forward to try to get an extra yard or two. Here's 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold into a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
They'll run with Hall, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
A 4-yard loss on the play.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he's across for a touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw. That one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Moody good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so